Hello and welcome to this game dev series. In this series I'm going to show you the progress of my game called Just You and Me. So, I wanted to make a VR game, but I also wanted to make a multiplayer game, and I also wanted to make a survival game. So, I decided to combine them all and make a VR survival multiplayer game. And I have never made any of these. So first, I had no idea what I was doing. To be honest, I still have no idea what I'm doing. But I started by looking up tutorials on how to make a VR game. And I remembered watching this one channel called Devlog, who makes really good tutorials on how to make VR games. So I really suggest you go watch his channel if you ever want to make a VR game in Unity. It was fairly simple making the player walk and making the hands follow the controllers. Next, I wanted to make the hands a bit better than these boxes. So I downloaded these hand models from Oculus. After a bit of coding and setting them up, I had better hands that were not animated. Now I wanted to do something with my hands. So I went to Blender and I modeled this very beautiful rock model. By the way, I have almost no experience in Blender, as you can see, but that's okay because I wanted to make this game low poly style. And after about 1 hour of setting it up, you can pick up the rock from a distance. Okay, let's do something with the rock. Like in almost every survival game, you need to get resources, and one of those resources is wood. So I went back to Blender and I modeled this tree model, which took me 30 minutes to make. And after some complex coding, you can take a rock and destroy a tree with it. And as you can see, I was really happy that this worked. But this tree doesn't drop anything yet, so I modeled this wood model, this branch model, and I also modeled this axe model. Then I made these models snap to your hand in the right way. And this took a while to make and it was just annoying. Then after a little tweak to the code, and now when the trees are destroyed, they drop wood and branches. There's no way to know when you have hit a tree, so I wanted to add particles and sounds to them. I made the particles with Unity's particle system, and I made the sound with JSFXR sound generator. I don't think that the particles are really good looking, but I think it's fine with the low poly style. Now when the trees were ready, I wanted to start working on the map. I wanted this map to be an island, so I searched and found that I can do that inside of Unity with Unity's terrain. And I think that this map looks actually okay. Next I added water to surround the island. Or actually it's just a really big blue cube. Then this island is looking really boring without any textures. So I went to Unity's asset store and I found these really cool hand painted grass and ground textures from Chromisu. And look at the difference when the island has textures. Now it's time to place the trees on the map. This should be quick and easy because the terrain tool can place trees, right? Well, not for me. I tried placing the trees with the terrain tool, but I just couldn't make it work And I still don't really know why it doesn't work for me, but I didn't find any help on the internet, so I went with the plan B. Place every tree one by one. Before I started placing the trees one by one, I got an idea for the trees. I would make another tree that would be bigger. The bigger trees would take more hits, but they will drop more wood and branches. And this was really easy to make. I just made another script for the big trees and changed the amount of hits it needed to be destroyed and how many wood and branches it drops. So now I started placing the trees, and after a while of doing that, I wanted to test how it looks in the game. Then I found out that when the trees were destroyed, the resources would drop through the ground. So I needed to start all over again. I fixed this problem by making the colliders be a bit higher, because the resources spawn in the collider. After testing it out, I started placing the trees again. And that is where I'm at right now. I'm like halfway done with the trees, but I want to release this video, so I'll finish them in the next devlog video. So thank you all for watching this video. This video took me a long time to make, so please consider subscribing and liking the video. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.